Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI with me, RockPaperMario, and in the last part we wandered around like an idiot looking for a save point because I forgot that you can just save on the overworld, so what I want to do here now is do some stuff that I forgot to do last time. Do you remember that Mithril Pike we took off Mog? I want to give that to Edgar, just to raise his attack power. And I also want to put Edgar in the back row and Terra in the back row. Now the reason for that is that Edgar's tools are all he's going to be using, and they're not actually affected by whether he's in the back row or the front row, so he might as well be in the back. And all Terra is going to be doing if she attacks is using magic, so I'm going to be leaving her in the back row as well. Locke can stay in the front row, it doesn't really matter. So in this part we're going to be going through this little cave that will hopefully lead us to South Figaro. And have we seen these before? I think we've seen these before, but I can't remember, so I might as well just leave them in. Yeah, fire and auto crossbow will probably take these out. Like everything else in this part of the game. So yeah, I was really happy with the kind of, with the feedback I got about, this Let's Play, so I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it, so... Oh, got a tonic. Yeah, Locke, he might as well just steal. It doesn't really matter. We're just trying to get to South Figaro here, and Edgar gained a level, and I skipped past it again, as usual. I like that little turtle in there, and that door, I wonder where that goes. I don't know. Sweet Victory was asking, oh, how come you can't dash in this? You can't dash, like, in the original version, which is this one. So, I'm just going to get into a random battle. And cutting! Okay, so, what was I saying? Oh yeah, we're going to go to South Figaro. So, I was right about that treasure chest as well. You don't want to pick that up. That's another one of those ones that, you want to leave because it gets better later in the game. Oh yeah, Sweet Victory is asking why can't you auto-dash? That's because you can't actually just regularly dash in this original version of the game. I'm just going to fight these guys just because, give me a chance to explain this. What we will very, very soon get something that will allow us to move faster, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. Let's just take care of these guys. Yeah, another tonic. Like, as I said, you're going to get like 1 billion tonics, so don't bother. Get rid of these worms. Maybe they're like, maybe this is like Beetlejuice's place, and he has lots of like snakes and worms and bugs for the kids to play with. And is this it? Yes, here we go. This is a big nice grassy area which leads to South Figaro. Oh, let's see what these enemies are. Okay, we got a new enemy. These are grease monks. As far as I know, they're weak against the poison element. So you might as well just use the bioblaster on them with Edgar. They're not strong at all. Sometimes when they die, as I think, they use like a thing that does damage to you, like a death, like when they die, a death strike counter-attack thing, but I'm not actually sure. It just seems to happen sometimes. Yeah, we'll see more enemies out there. But for now, we're in South Figaro. Now, there's something interesting about South Figaro. There are guys who look like Yugi's dad here. I think he looks exactly like him. But anyway, there are things like in barrels and boxes. There's another thing in a box up here. There are treasures, but you don't want to get any, you don't want to pick up any of the hidden treasures that are outside in South Figaro. You can pick up the ones that are inside, but none of the ones that are outside, except there's a phoenix down in one of those barrels up there that I'm gesticulating towards. You can pick that up, but other than that, you want to leave them all alone because they get better later in the game. Let's see what this lady says. Has war really begun? I'd better return home. Yeah, I mean, those guys, the Empire, seem to be fixing to start a war. Fixing to start a war, but I've said that. Okay, I don't know why I came in here, because I wanted to get the item that makes you run faster. Let's see what this guy says. Attack from the east, that way. Hey, what do you think you're doing, barging in here while I'm trying to read a letter? Humph! Oh, I'm sorry, even a millionaire can be startled. Oh, so you're a millionaire? Have you got more money than a horse has hair? There's always a nasty draft in this room. Where is it coming from? Well, I'll tell you where it's coming from. There's actually a secret passageway that behind this bookcase, yeah, where all good secret passageways are. And that will lead you down here, which will become more important later on, these rooms here. But there's actually another secret passage somewhere here. There it is. And that will lead down to this basement. And in this basement you can find a hyper wrist, which will slightly boost your attack, but I'm not that concerned with it. And a running shoes, which will automatically put haste on your character. So they're useful. What they're called is relics. And in this game there are things called relics, which are kind of like extra equips. Kind of like the held items in Pokemon. They can give you like special abilities and things like that if you're holding them, and special qualities. So that's kind of an interesting aspect of this game, and they're actually quite important, and each character has certain relics which are really useful for them and things like that. But one of the relics that we'll get, which is called the sprint shoes, is the one that allow us to go faster. Would you stop moving, kids? I want to talk to you. The king would like to talk to you. Chung chung chung. Magitech armor. Don't be pretending you have Magitech armor. That stuff's not good. My dad's very important. Why is he the Queen of Hearts? Why, not so long ago he even dined with General Leo. Whoever that is. I just made that up. I had a teacher in 5th class called Leo Lowney, and I thought that was the funniest name ever. Leo Lowney. And I remember the barracks, the army barracks that's in Ballincollig, or that used to be in Ballincollig, is called the Leo Murphy Barracks or whatever. And I remember one time our 6th class teacher was asking us, what's the name of the army barracks in Ballincollig? And I just said the Leo Lowney Barracks for no reason. And he gave me a really bad look. Okay, here's the only treasure that you want to get outside in South Figaro. It's a Phoenix Downedins that's in that barrel. That's the only one that will not change later in the game, so you might as well pick it up now. What I'd like to do now is go and try and find the relic shop, if I can remember where it is. It's somewhere up here, isn't it? That's the armor shop. No, that's the armor shop, and that's the weapon shop. We'll come back there later. We'll come back there later. First I want to find the relic shop. Speaking of relics, I love that music that's in Pokemon Coliseum, like the Relic Stone or whatever. That's like one of my favourite pieces of video game music. There's more stuff hidden there in that box and that barrel. Again, you kind of want to leave it there. Oh, a nice harbour, a nice jetty, if you will, and more people who look like Yugi's grandpa. The ship isn't going anywhere. The ship isn't going anywhere. I love these people that just like say the exact same thing. Like those two guys in Figaro that were like, fire! Yeah, there's nothing here. Just a ship that's not going anywhere. And some really nicely animated water, if I do say so myself. So let's go into this cafe. Do a cafe quest. Oh, that's cool music. More people who look like Yuki's grandpa. Would you stop? Duncan's students have no peers. Whatever that's supposed to mean. The guy at the counter. He's kinda creepy. See what this lady has to say. The Empire's been invading one town after the next. We're not safe here. Hi, little girl. Little girl, don't wait for me. No, kids definitely aren't allowed in here, you. Duncan made his son Vargas practice a strict martial arts lifestyle. Vargas resented it. Okay. Oh, well, this must be the creepy guy at the counter. Strong silent type, eh? At the very least, you could give me a response. Stand back, he seems vaguely familiar. Wait a minute. Stand back, he seems vaguely familiar. He owes allegiance to no one and will do anything for money. He comes and goes like the wind. Well, this is Shadow the Ninja, and we don't really have anything to do with him now, but I'll just let you know he's one of my favourite characters in the game. So, and he has a doggy. That's Shadow! He'd slit his mama's throat for a nickel! Another one of those memorable lines. Better steer clear of him, I guess. Well, if the king tells you something like that, then I suppose you should listen to him. Leave us, the dog eats strangers. The dog eats strangers. It eats strangers. It eats strangers. The dog eats them. Allow me to reiterate, it eats strangers. Okay, if I could find the relic shop, that'd be handy. It's not in here, I don't think. This just goes back in... Oh, well, here... Yes, it is here. Equip relics to gain a variety of abilities. These double my walking speed. Woo! Oh, man. Oh, a Moogle. Relics give your party members a variety of abilities. For example, sprint shoes double your speed. True Knight lets you shield others during battle. Dragoon boots add the jump command to your battle list. Oh, so you can be like Kane. Gauntlet allows you to hold the sword with both hands. Use the main menu to equip up to 2 relics per person. Yeah, so the Moogle just explained that. Now what you want to do is buy a pair of sprint shoes, and you want to buy 3 star pendants. That's all you really need to buy. Star pendants, all they do is protect against poison. Goggles, they protect against darkness, but that doesn't really matter because I don't find the darkness really is that much of a hindrance. Jewel ring, it protects against petrification, which isn't that much of a problem now. And True Knight, it lets one party member defend another one, but that's not useful at the moment. It can be useful later on for a very specific character, but other than that, just like the running shoes, they're not that useful now, but they are extremely useful for a very specific character later on. So this just brings us back. This just brings us into the inn. And is there something that we can do in here, or is that in another building? No, this is just the inn, Edgar. Oh well, let's equip some relics. What I'm going to do is I'm going to equip Edgar with the I'm going to equip them each with a star pendant, because the next area has enemies that poison and it just saves the MP or whatever. Edgar, I'm going to give him the hyper wrist for now, but we'll get a better item than that later. I'm going to give Locke the running shoes so that he can steal more stuff, and I'm just going to give Terra the sprint shoes. And now, lo and behold, we can run fast and go into rooms a lot. Oh, we can go, and the king can sleep with this woman. Jeez, of course it will be Edgar that just climbs into bed with this person. Oh man. And this just brings us back into the cafe. So there's another place that I want to go that has secret treasure in it, so I'm just going to try and find that place. If this little girl would get out of my way. Get out! This is worse than Chrono Trigger, jeez. Speaking of Chrono Trigger, that's going to be coming out on the Virtual Console here soon, and I just can't wait. Is it in this one? Yeah, I think it's in one of these buildings. There's like a secret load of treasure or something like that. I wish I'd looked this up, because I can't, like, as I said, I can't really remember everything about this game that well. But I think it's something to do with one of these houses over here. It might be one of the other ones. Let's talk to this guy. My grandfather was a servant for the richest man in town. That actually becomes really important later on. And I'll show, actually I should have showed this. There's actually another thing that becomes really important later on that I should have shown, but I didn't show. So let's get back out here. If you go in, there's some building where you go in, our wealthiest, yeah, that's the millionaire who has more money than a horse has hair. What's this place? This town will go down fighting, even with their magic armor. We'll make it tough on them. Well, I don't know. Terra did fry 500 people. Oh, here's Duncan's house. That's that guy, who made his son do all the martial arts. My husband Duncan is a world-famous martial artist. He's taking his disciples to Mount Coles for meditation and training. Mount Coles. Well, I suppose we should go there then, should we? Let's go down. Oh, there's a save point down here in case you want to. I wish I could find that building. I might cut to when I find that building if I can't find it. Would you get out of my way? Yeah, I know. I'll make it tough on you if you don't get out of my fucking way. Jeez, I'm so cranky. I don't think Edgar would naturally be this cranky. Oh, it's in here. I think it's in here is the guy that's important. This is just you can buy items in here. But there's... Where is that guy? There's like a building that you can go downstairs in. Is it in here? There's like a building that you can go downstairs in, and there's a guy with cider there. Mount Coles is to the east. Yeah, that's where Duncan went, and that's so far that's our only lead, so... Well, maybe it's in here. The arsenal. Okay, what I want to do is buy 2 heavy shields. Locke's mithril shield is still better, but I want to buy 2 heavy shields. I want to buy a 3 plume... Oh no, do I want to buy a cotton robe for Terra, and I want to buy a kung fu suit for Locke. And let's see. Let's just have a look at the weapons first and see if there's anything else there that might be handy. We have the noise blaster already, and we have the bio blaster. Edgar has that pike, which is better than that. Terra is just going to be using magic, so there's no real reason to get that for her. The mithril blade, there's no real point in getting that for Locke, because there's another weapon we'll be getting that we can give to him that we'll find in a treasure. So I think what I actually am going to do is get those, get at least 2 plumed hats, because I'm planning on stealing another item in Mount Coles. So let's just give that plumed hat to Edgar, and let's give that plumed hat to Terra. As well, I never showed you this. If you go to equip and you press left and you press A, you can look at everyone's items that they're equipped with, including their relics, which is really, really useful. So I think we're going to leave it off at this episode for now, actually. What I'm going to do is, in between, I'm going to find those buildings. There's one that has treasure in it and one that has that guy with the cider, and I want to show those things to you. So I'll do that in between episodes, and then I'll meet you back here and I'll go there. So see you next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy VI.